Hey, hey! Take it in my blow dryer. How's everybody doing? Welcome to my live tutorial on painting a candy apple.
I want to eat the candy apple.
Zoe wants to eat the candy apple. So I asked this morning about if anybody had any ideas of what I could cut and what I could paint. And someone said a candy apple, and I was like, yes, I want to do a candy apple because I haven't did one before. There's a lot of stuff I haven't done. When you take custom orders, I was kind of limited on what I could do because I had so many orders that I had to get done that I didn't really have a lot of time just to go crazy and create and do what I wanted to do. So I decided to go with the candy apple. I was going to do the candy apple or either a beehive, or there was one other option, something else that somebody posted. And hey, Miss Betty. And I can't remember what it was. But anyway, I decided to go with the candy apple. And it's super cute. So I've already done my template. Go big or go home, right? I kind of did this one big. Hey Tanya, hey Miss Marie. I actually gave this template to my insiders that's in my membership group, which is now open. So that's one of the reasons for this video. And hopefully some of them get theirs cut out and be able to paint it along with me, or if not, another day, and they'll be able to share with us. So I did too, and this one's a good size, but I wanted it a little bit more bigger, so I kind of made it bigger, and it's big. So, move it all out of the way. And I want it to be fun, something that'll kind of catch the kids' eyes, because Halloween, kids, candy. So I'm actually going to paint this one. We're going to do a green apple. Then we're going to have, instead of having like the normal brown like caramel candy on it, we're going to do it orange. And I'm going to put some sprinkles, and then the sprinkles I'm going to add glitter to those.
Rainbow sprinkles?
I'm going to do probably the purple, the turquoise, and a lime green sprinkle. Hey everybody. Hey from West Virginia, new to watching. You really enjoyed your lives. Oh, well, welcome, Miss Karen. I'm so glad that you're enjoying them. Hey Chris, hey Christine. So I'm gonna plug my blow dryer up. So I'm going to be painting, and then I'm going to be talking about my inside scoop. So while I'm painting and talking, if y'all have any questions, y'all do not hesitate and comment below and ask away, because I want everybody to stay in the loop on what exactly my inside scoop is. There's some new people that's on my page that may have never heard me talking about it, because I've been kind of MIA lately with the kids and just took a break from social media and been spending some quality time with them, with Ball, and so I haven't really mentioned it or talked too much about it until this past week, about my inside scoop. Hey Jennifer, I'm going to scoot y'all down so y'all can see. Y'all may not be able to see the whole stick because this, it's kind of big.
Huge.
This is out of the 1/4-inch birch wood. I really love birch.
It's smooth. It
is really smooth, and it's light colored. I'm going to try not to have to do a white coat before I put my orange on here. A lot of times we kind of have to do a white coat when it comes to orange or like yellow. But I'm going to cross my fingers and hope that this orange will cover really good for me. Hey Miss Beverly, hey Jennifer, welcome ladies. So, for those of you, is there anybody on here watching that has no idea what I'm talking about when I say something about my inside scoop? Because like I said, I haven't been really on a lot lately. I've just started back, and my inside scoop is now open. It has been closed for 2 or 3 months. Hey Aunt Pat. So while I'm talking about it, I'm just going to start painting. Y'all can just listen and enjoy watching. So I'm going to start off. This is a folk art, and this is called Pure Orange. We're going to put this on here and see how it covers.
That's a real pretty orange.
It is. It's a real bright orange. So I'm hoping
Ooh, it came out liquid.
Yeah, that needs to be shook up real good. So for those that's new, or for those that knows what my Inside Scoop is about, talking to everybody, my Inside Scoop is now open, and it will be open until the 3rd. I'm gonna mix this up because I didn't mix it up real good before I squirted that first
It came out clear liquid.
bit in there.
It was like oil.
So in my Inside Scoop, it is a private membership group where, that orange is not going to cover too good, where I actually provide you with 2 templates a month. And with those 2 templates, I actually show you how to cut them out and how to get them painted. And we actually do a craft each month.
You're going to have to do a lot of coats on that.
Well, hey, Patricia.
Caroline, you're going to have to do some
Yeah,
couple
baby.
coats.
And you will be part of a community of ladies that is out there crafting and willing to learn how to take control of a jigsaw and cut their own door hangers out. Really, you will have your own little support system. Right, baby? Is what I call it. It's kind of a group of ladies that just, we're in there to help each other, ask questions, and be part of a community that's not competitive. And that's where that saying comes in, community over competition. And when you're starting out, it's really nice to have a group that you can kind of go in and ask questions, and people won't criticize you, and they just sit there. You know, they're there to help you out. That means a lot. Hey, Trina. Oh, well, thank you so much. I think I might have just got paint all over me. Hey, Brandy.
Mama,
Do what?
let me see.
You want my paint?
Did you get all those?
I don't know. Is it on my face?
No.
All right, I've got a runaway bottle of paint. Y'all, where's my orange paint?
You want that?
No, not a runaway. Eli snatched it up. I'm fixing to kind of just squirt this on here, and let's see how that works out.
Well, I thought you were going to get on the caramel part.
Because like I said, this is not a little small door hanger. This is a good sized door hanger.
Huge.
Because it always says huge, which I love a big door hanger. Some don't like them this big, but
I like them big because it's like, it's more able to see where they're going.
Yeah.
On the road.
But with us, we don't live right on the road. So for anybody to even be able to see it, it's going to have to kind of be bright and kind of big.
I also live right on the road so I can play in the ditch.
Oh, dear Lord. If we live right on the road where the ditch is at, you would be in the ditch every day. Driving me crazy.
You would live in the ditch. Yeah.
Yes.
I'd even go swimming in it, like me and Adam done in his ditch.
Sorry, I'm trying to get these little lines straight.
Mama, while I went swimming with Adam in his ditch, a crawfish got in his pants.
A crawfish got in his pants.
A baby one.
All right, I'm gonna do some long strokes to kind of eliminate those paintbrush
Long
marks.
strides, Mama. Like we do whenever I pitch. Long strides.
Hey, take a break from the ball field. I see. Oh, Brady. It feels kind of funny though. Kelly's little girl was on Zoe's All-Star team the other day. This past year. And I seen her at Bible school last night. And I said, I kind of miss it getting to text and stuff every week. And she's like, yeah, me too. So it's a big change with that, with her not being involved. I said that after watching them, it's kind of feels a little, or it looks a little funny having Eli out there on the field because I've gotten so used to seeing Zoe. And I said the little boys out there, they just look so tiny.
He was always tiny for a girl, for a 10-year-old girl.
Zoe's not 10.
I'm 9. For a 9-year-old girl. Ella's about to grow bigger than you, Zoe. She's like 5.
I might have should have
5
grabbed my sponge and put the coat on this because it is
Taking a while.
it's big, big, big.
I'm just gonna sit on this.
What is your favorite orange to use? I can't find one that covers like I want. Taylor,
Excuse me.
my favorite orange to use. I don't
Pumpkin
know.
orange. That's my favorite.
Pumpkin.
You love
I don't know if I really have a favorite, but now one that I really do like that covers really good, but it's not like quit baby. It's not like a bright orange. It's pumpkin spice. No, spice carrot.
Mom, what color is this gonna be? Brown?
Yeah. And I'm hoping I've got some in there because I'm gonna go over this with it because this one by Folk Art, the pure orange, it's not covering too well. Hey, Miss Casey.
Who's Miss Casey?
Daniel's Casey.
Oh, I thought you were talking about.
I am gonna get my edges.
Hey, Casey.
And y'all have to kind of ignore the kids because they're still home and
Mom, this thing's hot.
they want to be all up in my lives when they're home.
Mom, a thumbs up just came
What
out
is
there.
it, Zoe?
Mom, a thumbs up just came out there.
Okay, well, let's not do that, okay?
What is
Yeah,
it?
I ain't done that. You got a few minutes ago while you were turning, he stuck his finger out.
Which finger? You better hope you didn't stick
No,
my
I
middle
did not.
finger up.
I
Like
did.
that.
Okay, well, let's stop now because you have my,
Camera unfocused.
yeah, my camera wanting to get focused and you know, have me.
It'll get
Have it
focused
getting
on just your
blurry.
finger.
Okay.
Mm.
I got made a mess on the back of that. So there's a coat of that orange. I use ripe tomato a lot, but it's a little on the darker side. It is, Taylor, and guess what? I did not know this till I had a guest come in my group, and she said they have quit making ripe tomato. I actually have ripe tomato. I'm going to do probably some blending with this ripe tomato. But it is a little bit on the, to me it has more of a red tint than an orange tint. Or it has a good bit of orange, I meant red, in it. But yeah, that was one of my favorites too. I really like ripe tomato. Let me check my paint and see if I've got any spice carrot. I actually haven't went and bought paint in a while.
In a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. But since I quit taking custom orders, I don't paint nearly as much. Here's some spice carrots. I don't paint nearly as much, so I don't have to run out for supplies as much as I used to. Hey, Natalie. So, Deco Art has a spice pumpkin, so let me try. I'm going to try the spice pumpkin on top of this and see how it covers. But I'm going to have to give this a quick dry.
Oh, look at that.
Just because I don't know, that color did not cover good at all. Couldn't find spice carrot at ours the other day. It's my fave. Yes, now it's really good. Guess I'm gonna stock up if I find it any. Yes, Taylor, that's what I was thinking the other day. And when I went to Walmart, guess what? They didn't have any. Didn't have any at all. So definitely, if you can find the right tomato, you better get what you can. Go in with this Spice Pumpkin
Pumpkin spice.
by Deco Art and see how it covers.
Spice pumpkin.
Hey Bootsy, hey Tira.
Hey Bootsy.
This has more, this is a more, I don't know, maybe a darker or could be a lighter shade. But we're going to go for it, and we're going to just put it right here on top of it, and hopefully it covers it good enough. I'm going to flip it around.
Ooh, I like that orange.
What do you have in that? Because it is smelling strong.
Does it smell like Tide?
I don't know. Why? Is it Tide that you got in there?
I got Tide, butter slime I've never eaten. I forget how I made it. Some slime that's made with glue and Tide and paint.
There's some fuzz.
But I don't know what does it smell like?
What, baby? I don't know. It's got a smell to it.
Does it smell like a...
So my Inside Scoop, along with the 2 templates and tutorials and stuff, we also, I won't have a guest for August, but I usually have a guest come in and paint one of the door hangers for us, or either teach us some kind of painting technique, or like hand lettering, and that's usually really, really fun. And then we also, like I said, we do a craft each month in my group, which is fun. I really like to do the craft because it kind of just, I call it our downtime, to where we're not stressing over door hangers all the time. And we have really had some really kick butt crafts in my group. I share them on my page, so if you haven't seen them, you definitely need to check those out. But they're always fun to do. And we have a live Q&A.
What is that? Where you tell like what's your name and stuff about you?
Where I come and it's the time for the group to ask questions if they want to ask questions.
Like if they like how to make.
There's a clump. Or
like ask questions about like what type of paint you use.
I got some clumps going on. And they get to, we go over what we did that month in my live Q&A and kind of discuss what we're going to do the next month. So if you've been thinking about it and you really want to try to, make a little bit of extra income, or just have a hobby on the side that you want to do, I promise you that joining my Inside Scoop will be fun, and I will not hold you hostage. I'm not gonna lock you in there. You can cancel anytime, which I hope you don't. I hope you get in and you just love it and you don't ever leave, but you're not obligated to stay in there month after month after month, because it is on reoccurring payments, and it's $37 a month. And like I said, each month that you're in, you receive the 2 door hangers, the blanks. Not the blanks. I'm sorry, I'm getting myself all confused. The templates that all you have to do is hit on them and then hit the print button. I do all the sizing and stuff for y'all. So unless y'all want to have a different size than what I have them set at, you will get the actual image to where you can change those if you want to. Hey, Miss Shirley. So, and I know I'm probably going to open one more time this year, but then after that, the Inside Scoop won't be back open until 2020.
Dang.
Would you call?
Wow.
Do y'all say 2020, or would y'all say 2020?
Oh, I'll say the first one.
You would say
That's
2020?
confusing. 2020.
2020.
Uh-uh.
All right, I'm going to give this a quick dry and see what kind of coverage that put on there. So if y'all don't mind, y'all let your friends and your family know. But hey, Miss Shirley, Phyllis. bright candy apple. I think I'm going to have to put one more coat. So putting a white coat first might have been the best idea. But I didn't, so. Sorry, I know it's not too fun sitting here watching paint dry. I'm gonna probably start doing some, trying to get some highlights going on. Or not really highlights, but a little bit of blending going on with that ripe tomato after I put one more coat. Where is it at? Of this spiced carrot.
They're not making ripe tomato anymore?
No, they've quit with that color.
You can make it.
You know what? I need to start down here in the bottom because I'm going to be putting more shading on the bottom at the top part, and I kind of want my paint to stay wet before while I'm doing the shading.
You know, if I done one of those, Mama, and it was like, had to go in like a kid's room, I would put like a face on it.
You would.
Is it? That's easy. All this gonna be green brown. Are you done after that? Once you get done with that, and then you put green and brown, you're done. And you're gonna put highlights.
Yeah, I'll probably do some highlights, and I'm gonna add the glitter to the sprinkles, and
Well, I forget about sprinkles.
yeah. We're gonna go all out and just make it fun. Who decorates for Halloween and who just decorates for fall? Hey, Miss Dory, Miss Shirley, sorry I'm late. What color is the orange? Thanks. You're fine, Miss Dory. I meant Miss Shirley. This is the I started out using the Pure Orange by Folk Art, and it didn't cover too good. So now I'm going over it, and this is the second coat with this one, with Spice Pumpkin by Deco Art.
Is it pumpkin spice or spice pumpkin?
It's pumpkin spice.
Why are you saying spice pumpkin?
No, yes, no, it's Spice Pumpkin.
So I kicked Mama Bentley almost ate the frog, and I kicked Bentley off his feet.
Baby, don't do that. Well, where's the frog at? He has caught a frog, y'all, and he's got it
In a mouth.
holding it prisoner in a container outside.
It's a habitat,
A habitat.
and it really looks like a pond.
I wish it did.
And I called my mouth.
I'm telling you, I pity any of the animals or insects or any living thing around this house here, because if Eli can get his hands on it,
It will die today.
he's going to catch it and he's going to
Keep it.
I have to make him let things go, or he will actually keep it.
Or kill it or cook it. Or try to cook it.
Yeah, the poor child thinks you can cook and eat anything.
Anything.
And Steven and them made a black runner whenever he was little, and Mama didn't even know.
Hey, everybody.
Can I go to the pond?
Thank you, Natalie, for sharing.
Can I go to the pond?
If you go there for about 5 minutes, then you come back and you let me know you're okay. Okay. This piece is really big, y'all. I'm sorry it's taking so long just to get the orange on here. But like I said, that orange is not the easiest to
The orange is pretty.
cover. And now I'm going to go and I'm going to try to do some highlights or blending around this candy part while it's still wet. So Miss Shirley says, hey Zoe.
Hey.
Your kind of kids, Natalie, he's a mess, I'm telling you. He is a mess. He is one that definitely doesn't, he's not scared.
To touch a rattlesnake.
Yeah, he's not scared of anything, and that's kind of what scares me, is he will pick anything up,
He sees.
and it's just, he's crazy.
No.
He is, he's crazy. He don't see any kind of danger at all. Trying to find a good brush. to kind of do some shading with, and I have to go buy me one of those shading brushes.
They have such thing as shading brushes?
Mm-hmm.
Look at all this butter slime.
And I do not have anything really good enough for shading, but I'm gonna try.
How you shade with water?
Huh?
You have to have water to shade, don't you?
No, baby. Well, yeah, but I've got water.
Mixing the paint. That's pretty. Is that red? Or is that made or right?
This is the right tomato.
Oh, right, made or I messed up.
So I am just coming around my candy part and putting the right tomato and kind of just shading it in.
Did you put half of the brush with bright matter and then the other half with the orange?
No, I'm just putting it in with the right tomato. One corner of it with the right tomato.
That's starting to look good on the outside. That looks like somebody, it looks like, I don't know, it looks real. It's got me wanting one.
So you see how that shading's doing? I don't know if y'all can see that. It looks to me like the caramel is upside down. The drips look weird to me, but maybe it's our view. Okay, this right here should be the way it's going for you. I cut it out like the handle, the little stick is on top and it's still sitting down and the caramel is kind of like melted around it. You would hold it this way to eat it, but I'm actually painting it this way so it kind of be standing up in a way. Can y'all see how that shading's going on there? I'm actually doing okay with this. This is one thing that was taught in my Inside Scoop. I had a guest come in and teach us how to
Shade.
How to do some shading. Anything that I'm not too familiar with and I haven't mastered, I always try to find a guest to come in my group and kind of teach it to us. So there's several things that I have learned since I've had my group from the guests that I've had in my group. So that's one of the good things about my group, is just having, someone else come in, because there's so many different ways that you can do things. And instead of you just learning from me all the time,
You can learn from different people.
right, you kind of learn a little bit from everybody that I have come in. Is an angle brush best for shading? Miss Karen, I am very new to shading. They have an actual shading brush
That you can go buy.
that you can get for shading. I do not have one, but right now I'm just using, and the lady that came in and taught us, she was just using, it was called an angle brush, but it was also, I want to say it was also a flat brush. So that's what I'm using. I'm using a flat tip brush. And it's not, I think with the angle brushes, they have a little bit, they have like shorter bristles. And it makes it a little bit easier for you to be able to shade with them.
Look at this, Mama.
Y'all, if I hear something that sounds kind of funky, Zoe is
Do I need to quit?
messing with her slime. No, you're fine. So I'm going to dip mine in a little bit of water and come back in those areas that looks a little bit harsh with the line.
Harsh?
I'm going to take that water and kind of smooth it out a little bit.
Did you mean to say harsh or parsh?
Harsh.
Oh, I thought you
Just so I don't have like a straight line to where my blending started. And it just kind of like blends it in. It makes it real pretty.
real pretty.
Real pretty.
Pretty.
Oh, that makes sense. Well, hey, Deborah.
Miss Deborah.
Is an angle brush bit. Okay, I read that. Let me see. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm reading comments, making sure I don't miss anybody. Natalie, let's see what you got saying, girl. My daughter is the same way. When she was 2, she picked up a snake that had somehow gotten in my house and it bit her. Thankfully, it was just a black snake. I would have flipped out.
You would have probably passed out.
Hey, Stephanie. Karen, okay, I will look for one specifically for shading. Yes, Karen, and if you find one, let me know. I'm going to go check Hobby Lobby as soon as I can get up there. Hey, Jill. But yeah, there is a specific kind of brush that it should say on there, you know, that it's for shading. Now, you don't necessarily have to have one, but I do think that it will probably make it a whole lot easier to have a shading brush.
I'm done with that word. I didn't mean it.
Huh?
This song looks so weird, but it looks so cool at the same time.
And like I said, right now I'm just dipping my brush in water and kind of just going over the same line that I went around to make the shading area, and kind of just blending it out just a little bit more so it'll look a little bit more
My son got oil all over, black oil.
realistic, I guess. And I'm going to bring this shading down a little bit more with a little bit of that ripe tomato. And I'm not sure if y'all can see the shading or not. Can y'all see the way the shading's done on here? There, does that help?
No, they can see it.
Can y'all see that?
It's
Okay.
not just
All right, so now, see with this template, it has like the candy spilt down here on the bottom of the candy apple.
Where?
Oh, thank you, Jill. Let's see, Christy, hey, new to the group. Love your work. Thank you so much, Christy. Jill, how can I get your live notifications? I have not yet set up ManyChat to get a bot going.
I like that.
Yes, Miss Kathy, better late than never. Well, thank y'all for joining. So, maybe I can get that set up sometime soon. So on the template, the way it's making the candy look kind of like it's just melted down around it like a normal candy apple. Through here is what's gonna make it kind of look like it's got the round part. You know how when you set it down on the table and that part kind of gets hard first and then the candy just kind of goes off to the side of it. So I'm gonna come on this side and make it, even with the cut of the wood, you can kind of see where it's at. So we're gonna kind of make that with doing a little blending technique. If I can get my corner of my paintbrush done in the right direction. Do you make the blanks? Deborah, I do. And I want to say they're on my website.
On her website, people.
So I'm going to come up like right there and kind of do a little bit of blending there. And I might could use a little bit of a smaller brush to do this. But we're just going to kind of go with it. Or I'm just going to kind of go with it and kind of blend it up, going up on that one side there. And now, where's my color at? Hey, Miss Sharon, I am doing great. I'm actually in a really good mood today. The kids have been somewhat pretty good today, so that always gets me in a good mood when they're being good and having good behavior. Because let's face it, sometimes they can be a handful. now I'm gonna get some water. I'm probably gonna try to rinse that brush out a little bit so I won't be putting any more of that darker color. And I'm just kind of dipping it in clean water and just kind of wiping it off on my tablecloth here. And now I'm just gonna try to blend this out a little bit so it won't be quite as harsh and not quite as dark. And anytime you're blending too, I've learned that it's real easy. If you get like your original color that you started with, if you get it in a place that's a little bit too dark, and then kind of just go back with that original color to cover up that mistake. Or that's the way I've handled it so far. And now I'm going to come and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to I'm probably going to go around my edge here too and do a little bit of blending with that ripe tomato. And then I will come back and kind of take the water and do a little bit, like blend it in a little bit more, a little bit better. In some spots, they're not going to be as thick as other spots. When did the kids go back to school? Jill, they will go back to school, I think it's the 19th or the 20th. Thank you, Regina. I know what you mean. I have 4 grandkids and 1 on the way. Yeah, I'm telling you, it does make a huge difference on your mood when it comes to how your kids are behaving that day. And Zoe and Eli, they have got to where, yeah, they fuss and they argue like all the time now. And it's got where it just drives me crazy. And it's funny because they will get along for a second, then all of a sudden they're right back to being down each other's throats. But today, like I said, has been a pretty good day with them. They've both got along and hadn't argued and fussed with each other, and so it's been pretty good. And I'm telling you, that says a lot when I'm talking about Zoe and Eli. I'm just going back with my water and just kind of blending that in so it won't be, like I said a while ago, quite as harsh. Just like that. This over here came out to be a little bit darker than I like, but I'm going to leave it alone until I kind of see how it turns out. I'm in Orlando and our schools start in 2 weeks yesterday. Well, that would be about the same if they start. Oh, they started 2 weeks ago. Oh, starts in 2 weeks. I'm gonna go back in with this. Oh, I just put that right in. Right in my water. I'm at my original color paint. Now I'm going to take some water, kind of blend that a little bit. Okay, now we're going to get some blending going on around the bottom part. Can y'all see the way how that's blending so far? I'm not sure if y'all can see it or not. The 12th. Oh, okay. So yeah, they will start a little bit like a week before our kids do then. So now I'm just kind of going to go around the edge with that ripe tomato to do some blending around the bottom. It takes a lot more time to do the blending and the shading, but it really makes a huge difference in your painting. It just like brings everything out and it'll separate things. Like when I painted that owl, how it separated the face by me doing the blending around its little cheeks. I mean, it really made a huge difference in that owl. But I think blending, a lot of people gets a little bit scared of it. And I say that understanding because I have been scared of blending for a long time. And I'm still learning how to do things and how not to do things. So by joining my group, we will learn different techniques and stuff together and not be scared to try it. All right, I am not too crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of like put some lines in some of these spots with that ripe tomato. They kind of just bring things out a little bit more. Okay, now I'm actually going to take my brush, get a little bit of water on it, and kind of calm those lines down a little bit. And by doing that, all I'm doing is getting some water and just going over what I just did. Okay. I think that needs to be a little bit more calmer. And probably this over here. All right, can y'all see that? Can y'all see the shading? I'm gonna dry it real quick. Hey, Miss Diane. Turn it this way. So can y'all see the shading that's going on? I feel like my light over the top part over my camera is kind of messing things up. But see how the top part of here, it's got like this red look around the top, and then on the edges it has like the little red going around it. So that's just a little bit of shading. That's like the easiest way that I know how to shade. All right, so I'm gonna paint my apple green. I was gonna do it red, then like maybe do the green candy on here, but I think I'm gonna do it. Looks yummy already. Oh, thank you, Miss Diane. Yes, I can see it. Okay, great. From my end, it looks a little bit, I don't know, it don't look like you can see it too good. I've got some paint that's dried up in my ice tray here that I need to get out. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead in with the green. And this is the Sublime Green by Apple Barrel. It's bright, and a lot of times it covers pretty good. I might have should have got a little bit of a smaller paintbrush to get in between here. Alrighty. Gonna kind of load my brush up pretty good. I'm going to go ahead over here. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit quiet. Go ahead and get my edge over here. Getting the edge of my door hangers, it just, to me, it makes them look way on better and more finished and polished. And so if you do door hangers and you don't have your door hangers laser cut to where it actually burns the edges and it's black on the edges, I highly suggest to paint your edges, because it really does, especially if you're selling them. Now, if you're doing them just to make them yourself, you know, whatever you want to do. But if you're selling them, I really do highly recommend to get those edges. See how that green's looking? To me, it's gonna be very Halloween-y, if that's a word.
Mama, do I have to wear jean shorts to Bible school tonight?
Yeah, you can't wear those other shorts to Bible school, baby.
Why?
Because you're not wearing those to Bible school. Alrighty.
Mom, I'm back. I'm alright. I'm safe.
Okay, well that's good to know.
So can I stay over there a long time?
Don't do that, don't do that.
Can I stay over there a long time? Mama, can I use some of your string? Your line, Mama.
What
The
string, baby?
thingy.
Let me go ahead and get this.
This thing.
I'm about to go sit a cat on.
Not this one.
Alright, so there's the green on there, and I really do think we're going to have to come back and do a little bit, maybe one more coat on there, because I can see in some spots where the wood's coming through. But that should be all that I have to do to that, is just one more coat.
This is mine, no? This is mine.
Alright, I'm going to give that a quick dry, because I like to get my coats dried in between. Question for those of you that knows how to shade. If I was to shade some of this green on the apple, where do I need to put my shading at? should I put my shading just on the top part here, or do I do it around that part? Or do it both? I'm trying to practice with my shading, so that's why I'm kind of doing shading on this, and while I was doing shading on my on the owl. Did I do anything on the watermelon? I don't think I did any shading on the watermelon. So I'm trying to practice so I can, you know, be able to let my members know how to do the shading in the future for anybody that don't get it, and let them know, you know, be able to teach them what works and what don't work. So that's one thing that I do is I try to learn techniques myself so I can teach my insiders new things. I got some lines in my wood right there that my paint needs to seep down in. There we go. I think I kind of touched it a while ago. Right here, so I'm just going to kind of stand up, y'all. Ooh, I got that a little too thick. And kind of fix it. There we go. All right, I'm coming to see what y'all saying. Thank you, Lisa. I would shade it with a lighter color or white throughout to look like light is hitting it. Oh, that's a great idea. Trinful Kulik. If Miss Sue Johnson was around, she would tell you she was great. Miss Marie, she was. I remember sitting down days after days watching Miss Sue paint. Thank you, Miss Donna. With the apple being under the candy, I would say all around with a light color, maybe a light touch of white. Okay, all right, so then let me get some white, and I'm gonna mix it into this green to make a lighter shade of green. You mean shading it with white or a lighter shade of green? Okay, I'm gonna mix this green to make a lighter shade of green, and then I'm gonna work with it. Okay. I'm gonna get a smaller paintbrush to do this with, because since it's a smaller. All right, so I got a lighter shade of green. And I am going to go around.
Mom, you mind if I use the string?
What?
You mind if I use the string?
No, baby, go ahead.
Where's this little scissors? Can I use your scissors too, Mom? Thank you, Mom. Hey, Zoe, how you going to get it back out the woods?
Okay. Yes, maybe a lighter shade of green.
But it's going to be floating out there. In the water. Easy.
So this is,
This is not quartz.
this was the same sublime green, and I just added some white to it to make it a little bit more lighter.
It's a pullable line. I throw it out there, wait for something to bite, pull it.
No, you gotta leave it there overnight. I'm just gonna set mine up overnight.
What are y'all talking about?
Cat,
Cat lines.
you catch catfish on catfish on.
Okay, I think I need to put a little bit more water. To kind of get that shade going on. There we
So
go.
how big of a hook you gonna put on there?
Perfect, looks yummy. Well, thank you, Miss Wanda.
I'm putting on there that rockfish hook. That's what I'm putting on.
And I'll put a weenie on here, throw it out in the water. He gets it, he pulls it, and then I start. When
Hey,
I
you know
pull,
you're gonna have a fish because it's gonna be poured the cork out and stuff.
yeah, and I'll be seeing balloons floating and wobbling.
They are talking about catching some cat lime and going and putting cat lines. Yeah.
I'm gonna be sitting out overnight, though.
In the pond over there.
I know that. There's catfish all in that pond.
Baby, please don't budge. Don't knock me.
So where are they? And you know what I might do over where I sit at Mama?
What?
I might get a fishing rod and catch one. Fix all these fishing rod up and catch. So I can't find them. I'll find them.
So does anybody have any questions about my inside scoop? I kind of
These are mine. I found them.
quit talking about it and just concentrating on painting. Because like I said, I am very new to the whole shading myself, and I'm still learning it. I really enjoy doing it. It's a really fun way to paint. And it just makes your work look so much better.
I need 3 balloons. That's gonna be our base.
So I'm really enjoying it. And like I said, I'm definitely no pro at, with doing it, but it's fun. It is fun. I want to make this down here a little bit more out.
This is gonna be my hook.
What is the size of the apple? Did I say Miss Marie looking good? I love all your work. Well, thank you, Miss Marie. The size of my apple. Zoe, do you see my tape measure over there on that counter? It's probably still back there. I left a little bit too much water on my paintbrush to do that.
I don't see it, Mom.
Well, it's probably still back there at the dog pen from where Daniel was using it. Miss Donna, you have to give me a few minutes because I don't have my tape measure. I can kind of see, maybe it's because it's still wet, but I can kind of see where my green paint is coming through up there like it needs another coat. I'm just kind of making my highlights a little bit more wider. And then like where you can kind of see where I stopped at. And I think that's all because it's not completely dried. Okay. Definitely over here looks kind of incomplete. Okay. So now I'm going to take it and kind of just try to blend, because this is the way I have to do it because I'm so new to doing the shading, and this is the way that I'm kind of teaching myself how to do this. Alright. Are you putting the outside for display? Are you putting this outside for display? Miss Donna, I'm gonna hang it on my porch. So yeah, but it won't be in the direct weather. It will be up under my porch, and you know, it's covered. So and now I'm going to come back with a little bit of my green that I started with. And kind of come in. Just like that. And like I said, some of the ones that kind of knows how to shade and stuff, they don't have to do all these extra little steps that I'm doing. But being that I'm new, I'm just kind of teaching myself a little bit and going with what's been taught to me in my group. Alright, I think it's looking pretty good. It will be an eye catcher, beautiful. Well, thank you so much. I need to put a little bit of the highlights, probably around the top. So I'm going to get a little bit of that that light color. Yeah, I want it to be bright and fun for the kids, something that catches their eye more than anybody else's. So oh, and then on the template it's got this part coming down like that. Okay, let me get some more of the water and kind of blend it. Just like that. And then blend this a little bit more. Alrighty, so we're going to dry this real quick so we can kind of see what we have. green's gonna look a little bit shiny because it is a gloss. But that's it so far. It's big. It is big, Miss Kathy. It is big. Oh, I'm gonna turn it back this way and I'm gonna go ahead and paint. We had our Bible school the week of the 9th. Our theme was roar. Oh, really, Miss Dora? Our the theme at the church this Bible school, it is farmsy. They got like the whole farm set up going on. Y'all know what would be cool is me to use this yellow glow in the dark. That would be really cool. But I'm not going to do that. Alright, let me find. I'm going to do my stick. And I got a little bit of orange paint here. And it was a lot of fun. The kids had a blast. Oh, we're good. I'm going to do my stick in this light Moco and see how it turns out. And then do some brown highlights and stuff in it. I might wind up making it darker. I'm not sure yet. But we shall see. Yeah, I think it's probably going to need to be a little bit more darker. I'm going to go ahead and just paint the whole stick this color, so. So then when I go over it, it'll be about the same color everywhere. Okay. Let me find.
What? Do you know where the catfish line is? Do you know where the cat line is? Can I use fishing line? Alpha? Yeah. And Dad, where's the paddle from at, man? Where is it at?
Where's what at?
The paddle from line?
That's a big fishing line.
This time I'm bringing shoes. I stepped on a lot of critters.
What are you doing, girl?
My line's too short. My line's too short.
You think you gonna look? Ty, you was on that balloon and let the plug out there.
How do I get it in the middle?
Huh?
How do I get this in the middle?
Okay, we're going to have to let this dry so I can go back over it. Because those colors blending, it just kind of didn't come out the way I like it. Do you paint backs? Miss Kathy, I usually do. A lot of times I paint my back to be a solid color, like a black.
Pretty. That's real pretty.
You like it? Especially when I'm selling them. I always paint my backs. It's just, I don't know. To me, they feel and look more finished with the backs being painted.
A orange apple?
It's a green apple with the orange candy on it for Halloween.
Red on.
I didn't want it red. All right. You're welcome. I'm gonna give this a quick dry. Zoe, you bring me one of them Mountain Dew, baby.
You get the ones from in the freezer? Oh, okay.
Yes, I did, but they I don't like this one. I put them down in the bottom.
You got Mountain Dew on there.
what?
On the apple.
Where? You splashed it?
Give me some lime. I need me a pair of scissors. Yeah, I can't break it. Mom, can I bring them?
We're on the front porch.
Sir? You got any lime?
What do you want now?
Your scissors.
What do you need my scissors for?
Oh, I'll use that big one. Golly. Yeah, I found some. Hey, hold on. I gotta go get the hoops and all.
Oops, sorry if I'm out of the picture. You need to sell these. Oh. Well, thank you, but I kind of got out of the whole taking custom orders and selling.
So I found two bed hoops.
I'm not letting my colors dry, y'all, and the colors are just kind of blending through.
No. It didn't work.
But I'm fixing to add some more of that color there and just kind of keep it blended because I'm kind of liking the scratchiness of it. And I think I'm going to add a little bit of black. If I can find my black. Oh yeah. And just add a little bit of black. I'm not going to add a lot of black.
Yeah, don't you make fun.
Yes, sir. I'm just tying up this line on there where I can put a
Now you gotta take all that off.
I just want you right now.
All right, I'm going to leave the stick just like that. Now, she did splash that Mountain Dew. Now I'm going to come and I'm going to put the sprinkles. The sprinkles are going to be pretty simple. I'm just going to use different colors. I'm going to use the purple, the turquoise, and the lime green. And I'm going to put sprinkles down here, and then we're going to put glitter on the sprinkles. Alright, so let's get... My purple is kind of a light color purple. So I'm just going to use this lavender. It's not going to take much of this paint at all because we're not going to do, well, I said not a lot, and I just put a whole lot of my own. So I'm just going to take it and I'm going to do different little spots with sprinkles. I'm going to rinse that brush out. And I'm going to get some.
Don't trip over it. See, Zoe, watch what you do.
Y'all get out of here. Y'all see Mom on there. Oh, very good.
Now I'm going to take this Bahama Blue. Going to do the same thing. This is what's going to make it like really, really super fun for the kids. Is it's going to be colorful and have some glitter going on. And these you don't have to sit there and do them too much because we're going to put the glitter on top of it, so it's going to cover it anyway. Now we're going to do green. We're going to do green. and that just squirted out like crazy. And I picked my colors out for my sprinkles based on what, based on the color glitter that I have. So that's how I kind of picked out.
I'm going to bake mine whenever I get some pond.
All right, there's some sprinkles on there. Should I put it down here? Or can I just keep it on the apple? Because this is the candy that fell. So I'm thinking just keeping it up here on the apple. All right, so while that's drying, we're gonna come and I'm gonna start doing some highlights. Where's my angle brush? All right, I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna put some white highlights.
And I got new balloons that make it float.
Family life, love it. Kids are cute. You know nothing is more important than them. That's right, Miss Kathy. And Miss Marie, yes, it's so Lordy. They keep you on your toes and keep you busy. I told Joey that our kids aren't normal. I'm just going around putting some white highlights. And then I'm gonna come back around and put some black highlights. I gotta stand up because this is kind of, it is definitely way up there. Okay. And I may even just come and put some white highlights where I had some of the colors out. Right now I'm going to come back and put some black. I think every mom says that once in a while. Yeah, they are a mess. They stay so busy all the time. Now everywhere I put white, I'm just going to come back and put a little bit of black. Now I'm probably even going to take like a round tip brush and just put some little marks here and there just to make it fun. Might even put no black highlights up here. There we go. Hey Shannon. All right, so I think that's gonna do it. And then I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna dry my spots on here where I'm gonna put my sprinkles so I can come back and put the glitter on there. Okay, so I'm gonna give it a quick dry, and then we're gonna add glitter. Where does I put it at? Where's my board? Like, my board has warped up since I put this paint on here. That ain't good. Just got to start watching, so I have lots of things for this year. Well, thank you, Tony. I'm gonna get this really good and dry because once you put that glitter on there, you don't want it to get in your other wet paint. If you've ever messed with glitter, you know glitter gets everywhere. So let's get it good and dry. I'll turn it this way so for those who wants to see it. Wait a minute, my plate just dropped with my paint. And I have paint all over the floor. It's a round apple adorable. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Miss Shirley. Thank you, Miss Betty. All right, so I'm gonna come. Let me get that same paintbrush that I used to put my, what you call them things? My sprinkles on there to apply my Mod Podge. And then I'm just gonna sprinkle my glitter on top of my Mod Podge. And that's gonna make the glitter on there. Turned out cute, love it. Never thought of painting a candy apple. Yeah, it's I've never painted one either, Miss Kathy. I've seen them before. I've always thought, you know, it would be so much fun to paint. So all I'm doing now is I'm going to apply some Mod Podge on top of my sprinkles here, and then I'm gonna come and I'm gonna do it one at a time, and I'm gonna come and I'm gonna put I'm going to sprinkle very easy my glitter on top of it. Oh dear Lord. This one ain't even open. It has to be open because a lot of it's missing. So I'm going to spread it, pounce it right on it. And then I'm going to press it down. And kind of mash it so it'll stay. And I'm thinking that I can do 2 at a time. I'm not liking the way that's coming out. I want it to come out a little bit faster. I might waste a lot more glitter this way, but that sprinkling it out is not working for me. So I'm just gonna press it on there really good. Make a mess on the floor. All right, now we'll go ahead and we get the blue. Okay, now let's go ahead and let's get the blue glitter. And I'm putting a good bit of Mod Podge on here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put it on all of my blue sprinkles. Oh, this one hadn't been open. Of course it ain't been open, and I've done got it all Mod Podged up. Whoa, lordy. That kind of flew out and it came out like crazy. And for those of you that have more patience than me, you don't have to waste all this glitter like I'm doing. But I'm just trying to get it on here so we can get it rolling, because I've probably been on here for over an hour. especially doing all that shading. Like I said, shading takes a lot more time than just oh, there's a purple one I forgot. Than just regular painting, but it's so much, just looks so much better and gives everything so much more dimension. Let me get that purple one right here. And the sprinkles may not be for everybody. You may not want to add the sprinkles and glitter to yours, but I just wanted this to be fun and catch the kids' eyes. So that's why I'm doing the sprinkles and the colors and just making it. I put too much glitter on that. I got a little bit happy with the glitter. I mean with the paint. Oh, with the glue. The glue. So if you don't like the glitter and the sprinkles, you know, just don't add it to yours and just put you could do dots. Dots would be pretty. Actually just making it look like a real candy apple. I might would do one of those too. I might do one for my mom to make it look like a real candy apple. But then she would probably want this fun, funky, whimsical one. Because she has the grandkids, so. Alright, now to save your glitter, you could dip, like get you a piece of shipping paper or something and put over this. And after each color, knock it off, and then you'll be able to save it and put it back in your containers. But I'm not doing that. So I'm going to take this to my trash can real quick, y'all, and I'm going to dip it out so I don't get it all over my floor, because I don't feel like having to sweep glitter for the next. You caught a catfish. Don't feel like having to sweep glitter for the next month. So I'm going to go head to my trash can real quick and dump it off, and I'll be right back to show you the turnout. What are you doing?
Get mine. I threw mine in the bowl by accident.
All right. So there we go. It's the glitter sprinkles on a candy apple. I know this may be a little bit different, but I kind of like it. She would. Hey Megan, thank you Miss Sharon. So, I just took it to the trash can, flipped it over, and just hit the back of it and knocked it off. So I'm gonna lift y'all up. Now all I've got to do is take it outside. Oh, well, thank you, Miss Betty. Thank you, Miss Judy. You know, like I said, it is a little bit different, but it's, to me, it'll catch the kids' eyes, and it's just fun. I think after putting all the highlights and stuff on here, thank you, Natalie. Thank you, Miss Marie. After putting all the black and white highlights, it kind of took away from all the shading that I done. So I don't see that quite as much. So I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't do all the highlights. But anyway, like I said, this might not be everybody's cup of tea. You might not want this funky, fun, colorful, I was about to say pineapple, candy apple. Thank y'all so much. But I thought it would be something different to try. I'm going to take it outside and spray it. I'm going to probably let my Mod Podge dry a little bit more before I spray it though. And probably make a big funky bow. Probably going to do a big funky bow and put like right here with like probably streamers hanging down. I don't know, I want it to be big and funky. So I hope y'all enjoyed this, and remember my inside scoop is open, so if you would like to be part of the community and like me to be able to teach you how to use a jigsaw to cut stuff like this out and provide you with a lot of other different things when it comes to painting and doing door hangers, using power tools, you know, the jigsaw, we use drills. There's all kind of different things that we do in there, especially like when we're doing our crafts. Y'all head on over to my website at TrinaKillickDesigns.com and hit that little button at the top where a drop down will come down. Y'all hit the inside scoop and you will be able to join there. Thank you, Miss Dory. Thank you, Donna. Regina, are you selling those? No, ma'am. I'm not. Nope. I don't know. I don't do orders no more, so. But if you have any questions,
Mama.
do you like it?
Mama.
You see, that's what I want. That's the outcome I wanted. That's the reaction I wanted from a kid.
Mama.
Was wow, mama.
I
So-
want those.
Well, this is ours. She's like, I want one of those.
Is it dry?
So you see, that is a true reaction from a kid with this fun, glittery candy apple.
I like it.
Funky candy apple.
And I want to eat it.
So my goal was met. Alright, so ladies, I'm going to hop off of here and I will probably come live later on this week. Probably won't be tomorrow. I will let y'all have a little break from hearing me run my mouth. And I will see y'all again maybe Thursday. Alright, thanks again. Bye.